Okay, well, our capstone was a health and wellness initiative for Knott County Central High School. Uh, and when Mr. Hall and I combined our money, and when we did, we shot for the moon. And as a result, we were short a few $1,000s. So if you guys want to help us out. So promoting health and wellness at Knott Central and some other things. Here is the piece, the challenge that we have that we've not yet overcome. So we wanted to go with this. We found this program, this digital solution, digital signage solution that would, it's called Meal Viewer, and it displays each day's menu. And from that, it has the caloric content, the nutritional values of all the food. It does a number of things. You can, in order to draw attention to it as the students are going through the line, you can stream a video of a basketball game that occurred last week or a football game. It has a third option at the bottom. You can scroll a news feed. You can scroll an ESPN feed, whatever, to draw attention to the sign. And as a result, as the students are going through the line, they're looking at the nutritional values of the food that is offered that day. So the challenge is that piece is about $9,000. Okay. So we've yet to find the funding for that. There is an alternative that we're working with our food service coordinator, and the digital solution that we're currently using is called NutriKids, and they're working to resolve a similar solution that will do the same thing. So that piece is still in the works. There's a picture of the lunchroom there. We do have one TV mounted. We need two more to make that work. And here's where we currently are. We have hydrating stations. We have 4 in the academic building. Mr. Pollard, is that correct? Yes. So we've worked with maintenance, and boy, that's been a challenge getting these things. So this is filtered water. The local, what was the agency that provided the cups? The Extension Agency provided each student at Knott Central a water cup. Students are carrying them. Mr. Pollard, talk a little bit about how that's being used. And
well,
how
we actually have 4 of these in the hallways, and what this is just it's a vapor brand, if you're interested in this. They mount on a normal water fountain, but that's a filtered water station, so it's just like water you would get out of your refrigerator at home. It's got a big, gigantic filter on it that filters out chlorine and all that kind of stuff, just like at home.
So, Mr. Pollard, not to interrupt, so is that what makes that different than a water fountain?
Yes.
Because when we were kids, we called them water fountains.
Yeah. Well, what makes this different is we provided all the kids in the school and all the faculty in the school through the help of we partnered with the Knott County Extension Agency, UK Extension Agency office there in Knott County. They provide us with 1,000 water bottles. So each child got that, and they have them printed with UK on one side and KCC on the other. And so we gave those out. And what this does is a lot of our kids, and you guys are in the same boat, we've gone from about 62 or 3% free and reduced lunch since the coal mines have gone away and jobs have gone away with that, up to about 80% free and reduced lunch kids. So our kids, that $1.25 to get a drink or water bottle or whatever is difficult for them. So what this provides them is with an opportunity that any kid in our school can go get a 20-ounce bottle of water, chilled, filtered, clean water any time of day that they want. And so these have little counters on them too. If you look up here in the corner, there's a little counter. So every 20 ounces that comes out of that, it clicks over to another number. And right now we're at about, I'm just walking by them, and I didn't have them all up, but the 4 in the hallways, and then we have one that's built into the wall. Actually, it's flush mount that doesn't have the water fountain where you drink out of it in the cafeteria. So we actually have 5 of these. But we've about 22 or 300 water fills so far. So that's 2,300 bottles that aren't going in the garbage, that aren't going in the dumpster. So the dumpsters don't have to get emptied as much, which is saving us some money on the back end with run keep. So they're charging whatever $400 or $500 every time, or $300 every time they come and empty that big dumpster in the back. So don't see maybe, with this kind of thing as well. And like I said, the other thing is, that, kids can get, bottled water anytime that they want, whether they have $1.25 in their pocket or not, so. And, so we're trying to promote health, and, all of us have kids that, come from homes that smoke and chew and eat potato chips and drink Pepsi for supper and that kind of thing. So we're trying to promote wellness throughout our school with, getting them and having drinking water, exercising, eating nutritious meals, and that's going to make for more alert, better students, hopefully improve attendance, which our attendance has gone up. We're not with Betsy Lane yet, but we're headed that way. I'll give a shout out to Miss Akers and what they do over there. They've got great attendance. But we think all that's going to help them in the classroom and do better with their academic side of it. So.
Okay. And just a style, hopefully this is habit forming,
Yes.
drinking water as opposed to soft drinks. There's some more pictures of them.
This is the flush mount. This is a picture we got offline, but this is kids using that. But this is one that we had installed in the cafeteria itself. And we have two lines that go in to the cafeteria. And so we flush mounted that at one of the entry doors so they can go in and get, as they're going into the lunchroom or in to get their food, they can stop and fill their water bottle up there.
As you all go on, we're live streaming this.
Okay.
Some folks that are really interested on their, and they're sending messages.
Gotcha.
To make sure, like when Bobby's talking, that you have the mic.
I'm sorry.
And you all have a follow-up.
Okay. Sorry about that. Thank you. Great. But like I said, this is flush mount, and then these are just add-ons that go on to the regular LK. I don't know what brand you have. We have LK brand water fountains, and these fit perfectly on that.
So maintenance likes those a lot better than the flush mount. I like it.
Yeah. We had to cut a hole out. We had to cut a hole out into the wall. This is where we bring the trays at lunch, so we had to put it here to get the water supply, and we had to go through this wall, through another wall to get the drain and the freshwater line over to it and the drain line and that kind of thing. So that was a little bit of a challenge, but they did a great job installing that, and the kids really, I think, are enjoying that. I can't remember exactly the total amount. Do you?
So the add-on one is $700-800. The flush mount one is around $1,400.
Yeah.
And the longevity on them is incredible. The longevity on them is incredible. Very, very little maintenance, and no more than once a year do you have to change the filters. I mean, it depends on use, but we did the numbers on it, and I'm sure that we'll get by until next year until we have to change filters.
And we actually,
Sorry.
we ordered extra filters for these, and we think that we're going to be about 3 years out before we ever have to before we'll have to order filters again. So then they're big monster filters, and you can get, I don't know, it's I can't remember the number on it, but it's in the thousands of water fills before you have to change them.
So the next piece of the, I'm sorry.
I just wondered if you've seen a decrease in the number of Cokes and soft drinks sold at your
Well,
school.
yeah, that's. It is, and well, under the guidelines now, we can't sell real pop. When we have and I hate to put this out there live for all the world to see, but when we have a celebration and actually have real pop, kids get really excited. They're like, we're getting real pop today. And I even have a couple of entrepreneurs who come in with a backpack, and they're walking like this, like that. And then I see people walking around with cans of Dr. Pepper and Mountain Dew, and I've got a couple of entrepreneurs who are bootlegging black market Mountain Dew. But yes, we have seen a decrease in that, but we're willing to take the hit in the activity account so that the kids can be healthier. So we make that up in other ways. So.
Okay, so the next piece of the puzzle was and I'm going to get ahead of the presentation just a little bit. We developed a walking track, and that's been implemented, and you'll see it in a moment. So the SDLP at Knox County Central sets up, and I don't know they do this on a daily basis, but they try to, and they set up, especially when they first started, and they help students find free apps to monitor walking. Okay, so one of the ones that they found was called Map My Walk, that you can put on an iPhone or an iDevice, and another one they found was Walk Meter that works on an Android device, and it counts the number of steps that you get. So they have, attempted to promote walking at lunch. Mr. Pollard has opened lunch up. He had a closed lunch previously. So now he has an open lunch, and I'll give him the mic and he can talk about it in a minute. And let's wait till I get to the next picture because there's more to. So he's gone to an open lunch that allows kids to leave the lunchroom, go to the walking track, and walk on the track. So here's a couple of screenshots of the solution, the apps to monitor the number of steps and heart rate. The walking track is 992 feet. It's been marked off. We had a company come in, do the striping. It wasn't very expensive at all. We've got signs put up. 5.3 laps equals 1 mile. And here it is. So it begins here, and it goes around the parking lot. It's it's 992 feet, but it's a rather large portion of the parking lot, and then it comes all the way back. And then there's signs along the way. I think we have 5. There's 11 signs? Okay, yeah. There's 11 signs up that just tells about the conditions and what you have to do to get the number of steps in.
And that does say, that is supposed to be a U, that's not Ron. That's not Ron's lane there, that's a run lane, run and walk. So we probably need to black that out a little bit. But what we do, we have with the health teachers and some of the students, we had them come up with ideas for activities that are easy to do without equipment, exercises that they can do. So we have 11 spots around, and we bought some 6x6 posts, had a local company make up some signs, and we put those out on there. And so we've got places for jumping jacks and squats and burpees and things like that kids can do as they're going around, and just exercises that they can do that can tone and strengthen the total body without any extra equipment. So, okay, so that's all we have. If you have any questions, please ask away.